Hi, welcome to Terra City Retro Programming. Hopefully, you can hear me all right. It's been a while since I've been with you guys, a little over 2 weeks or so, and that's because I've been really busy. We had a major winter snowstorm, um, and I had to get ready for a class, which I've been in for the past 2 weeks, and that's been taking up a lot of my time. I'm taking trigonometry right now. I want to learn calculus, so I'm taking pre-calculus, and I took it in the past, very long time ago, and I didn't understand it too well. Now it's starting to make a lot more sense, um, but it's taken up a lot of my time, and I'm hoping to incorporate what I learned from that course into my coding. And as of yet, I haven't been able to apply too much of it, but we just started. So I want to take a look at this program. Now, this is the Color Computer 3, okay? This is VCC, and I started working on this several days ago, and I've been tuning it up. And it's just a draw program, and I think I'm using H screen 1 320 by 192. And so in the center here we have a floater. It's just a float pixel. And right now it's blinking. It's not supposed to be blinking, but that's just a glitch. The major hurdle here was now I'm using the joystick. This whole program is going to run on the joystick and the joystick button, and that's it. And the hurdle here was to get this floater to float around like this, because it's not that easy, and I'm not using P-copy because I'm just not using it right now. I don't fully understand it for the CoCo 3. And the other reason being is that I'm just not using it. So if you look at the top left-hand corner, it says color. And then we have green, yellow, blue, red or orange, white, cayenne, magenta, and red or orange. It's very hard to tell the difference between those two. And then black. So I'm told I can have up to 16 colors. Right now I have 9. I have basic 9 colors here from the original 2 color sets plus black. And then if you see underneath color, and that's the color selection. So what you're going to do is, and this is incredibly slow, but this is the way I wanted to orient it. So if you want to change color, you use your floater, you flow over there. And this is going to get erased right now because it's not programmed in, so I'm not going to do it. But you take your floater and you go over to one of these color boxes, press the button, your floater will change to that particular color. Then you come back over on the screen and you hit the button, and you'll be able to draw like an Etch-a-Sketch. As you can see, we can go 360. Okay, and then we have line underneath it, which is going to be the thickness of the line. So you can select thin, which is what we're doing right now, thin, medium, or thick, and that will adjust the thickness of the line. And then right underneath line is going to be shape, and we're going to have circle or square. And you can make, you'll hit your floater, then you'll move to a radius, and it won't really matter which way. Then you'll hit the button again, it'll draw a circle of that radius, and then for the square, you're going to hit the top corner, then the bottom right corner, and you'll either make a square or a rectangle. Then below that, it's going to say paint, and you'll be able to paint things in, and then there's going to be a save and load feature, so you can save and load your work. And that's it for right now. That's all I have. But it's going so dirt slow that what I'm going to try to do now is paste in the speed poke. And we have to give that a line number. But I just poked it in, and I guess I don't need a line number. And I can tell you right now that the cursor is blinking a lot faster than it was blinking. So the TRS-80 speed poke full double speed apparently is 65,497.0, which differs from the CoCo 2 speed poke, which does hardly anything. So this is supposed to be full double speed. So if we're running at just below a megahertz, this should kick it up to around 2 megahertz. Let's see how much faster. And yeah, that's a hell of a lot faster. That is a lot faster. It drew everything on the side much quicker, and this floater is actually functioning the way I wanted it to. It would be nice if we could do even faster than this, but this is a hell of a lot faster. So I have to give Curtis Boyle credit for this, because this is, I want to make sure that I cite my sources here, and this is markedly faster. Now, the CoCo 2 speed poke is not markedly faster. This is markedly much faster. So he also suggested that I try running my game on this platform, and I just might do that, because the arcade style game that I'm making right now is just, it's really painful on the CoCo 2. The problem here is, Curtis, if you're watching, problem with this transitioning over to this platform for me is going to be, right now I'm back to tape. I can tell you that. And the other thing is, I can't even list the programs to text files, so I have to copy paste every 40 lines. So I don't know how to list it using the LLIST to text. I don't know how to use the disk in any way, so I'm back to tape. So if you can get me on disk on the CoCo 3, help me with the LLIST feature, then I might be able to go places with the CoCo 3 and transition everything over to that. So at least that solves the speed problem with all of my other games. And we could still use the MLP copy subroutines that we were planning on doing. So I think with double speed on this platform, along with any ML routines you can give me, we could get this game going, maybe at 3 megahertz, 2.5. And I've been watching these, a lot of CoCo. I watched the CoCo Nation show as much as I can. Somebody was demonstrating a 3 megahertz chip for this computer, and if we're running at just below 2 on a poke, then maybe people should start getting that chip in, real hardware situations, or even in an, I don't know if it can be emulated, but that would be terrific. The Tandy 1000s all ran at 8 megahertz, and they were slow for big games. Not because of hard drive, which that makes it faster. You have more space, it loads a little faster, but the main problem was these games were huge, and 8 megahertz was still not enough. You needed 16 back in the day or more. We're talking just below 2 here. If we could bump that up to 3 and then use any other tricks, I mean, that's why I keep my games. I try to keep the graphics looking good, but I don't overdo it because there's that slowness of the computer itself. So if this computer ever approached 8 megahertz, we'd be flying, because at least my games would. But there's no way to do that. But I would look at that chip. Whoever was demonstrating that chip, I don't know who it was a while ago. I would look at that, because that's vital. And I don't know I don't know what machine language is, but if that speeds it up 10 times more, then we're talking here. So those ML subroutines would help me out, but I might attempt to learn machine language. I don't know I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I know you have to use an assembler. That's all I know. And anything that I try to find on this subject for the Tandy TRS-80 is just doesn't make any sense. The books are really not that great, so I just didn't even bother. But that's a whole other story. So anyway, I'm not even going to go there right now. I really don't have any reason to learn it. I don't even know if I could. I probably could, but I'm not doing that right now. So, I mean, I'm happy with this for now anyway. And, I don't know. I'm going to cut this off. It's already late. I just felt like I'm really antsy right now, and I've been really overwhelmed and stressed out. And when I do these videos, I tend to relax. And so I'm just going to stop here, and I'm going to be back with gotta finish Tales of Suburbia. That has to happen first. I keep doing all these other side programs. I'm never going to get that done. So I want to at least get that done. And then look at how to finish this Ulysses game. Problem with that game is I got to draw everything out, and it's going to take a while. I never should have made those sprites as big as they are, because it's going to take exponentially longer to finish this game now, because I went crazy with the sprites, and starting to burn out here, and I have no idea. I'm gonna make it work, but I didn't know if I wanted to make it like a one-screen, game where you run around in a maze or something, or I just didn't know. So I went all out with these huge sprites and paying for it, because I don't know how I'm gonna draw all this stuff out. But anyways. I haven't heard from anybody in a while, so any messages are welcome. And I got to get Tales finished of Suburbia, and I got to get that up to the archive, and I got to finish first level of Ulysses, which hopefully I'm not gonna, hopefully it's just gonna get done sooner than later. Get that up to the archive, and then after that, I don't know. I have no idea. I might just work on this paint program for a while. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Don't forget to message. Leave some comments. See you later.